I'm Greg Byert, your Distance Education Coordinator. Welcome to This Week in Canvas. We do have opportunities for you to learn how to use Canvas. To check out upcoming training events, visit our Canvas support page at crc.losrios.edu/dewd/canvas. As you're using Canvas and exploring its possibilities, there is a place where you can interact with Canvas users from all around the world and exchange ideas, comments, and questions. And there's a special place there just for California Community College Canvas users. To get to the CCC home base, go to community.canvaslms.com/groups/CCC. This week's tip of the week is the Google Drive LTI, which is a connection that is set up between our Los Rios Google accounts and Canvas. For instructors, Google Drive LTI allows us to do several interesting things, and I want to mention two in particular. One is what's called a file link, so that we can create a file inside Google. We have one place to edit to make changes, and we can link that same file into multiple courses inside Canvas. So that way we, again, only have one place to make those changes, and those changes are perpetuated automatically. The second thing that we can do with Google is what's called a cloud assignment, which is where we take a Google file and we create a special type of assignment inside Canvas. When you make it a cloud assignment, a copy of that file gets put into every single student's Google Drive. And then from there, they can then edit and submit the assignment. It then becomes a regular file that we might grade inside Canvas. For students, the Google Drive combination is really, really awesome. But you know what? I think I'll use a prop to help explain this. Because Google files are automatically mobile friendly and they're easily accessible anywhere online, what that means is that students don't have to worry about having Microsoft Office to download files. They don't have to worry about a PDF file that kind of gets scrunched down when you're trying to view it on a mobile device. And naturally, desiring interactions that are positive and helpful for students is something that we want. For students, oh my gosh, you know what this means? If those things are on Google Drive, they could be anywhere in the world and they could be accessing our Canvas files, our Canvas courses, and even perhaps getting their work done. For example, they could be in Mexico and they could be doing their work from there. Or they could be in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and do their work from there, because after all, we have waterproof cell phones.
Or they could be off the coast of Africa and the same thing that would be there, and that would be really neat. Or this compass in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Alaska, and do the same work from there. Or Atlantis, they could be doing their work from there.
Stop. Demo time.
This video shows two different ways to use Los Rios Google documents inside a Canvas course with the Google Apps LTI. The first example is a Google Slides presentation that I want to make available to my students from a Canvas content page. The first thing I want to do with my Google presentation is to make sure that it is being shared appropriately. I select the Share button inside Google and choose the option for it to be visible to anyone with the link inside Los Rios. Since Canvas and Google are both concurrent logins, I do not have to worry about my students needing to log in a second time. In Canvas, I will add a link to the slide in this content page by using the Google Apps LTI button, which is available in the Rich Content Editor toolbar. The very first time I access my Google Apps LTI within this Canvas instance, I will need to confirm a connection between my Google account and my Canvas account. I can then scroll through my Google Drive to find a file that I want to link to Canvas. Depending on the type of Google file you are using and its context, the embed or link options may be a better choice. Another way the Google LTI connection can be used is to create what is called a cloud assignment, the main advantage of which is that a copy of the file is automatically placed in each student's Los Rios Google Drive. you'll want to let students know in the assignment instructions that it will connect to their Google account. Options are the same as they are for other assignments, except the submission type is External Tool. Select the Find button and then scroll through the external tools until you find Google Docs Cloud Assignment. Select that and your Google Drive folder will open so that you can select the file that will be the template for your students. Remember that a copy of this file will be placed in each student's Los Rios Google Drive folder. Select the Submit button in the Link Resource dialog, and then the Select button from the Configure External Tool dialog. In order to give the Google file the maximum amount of browser space, you may want to select the option to load this tool in a new tab. Now let's take a look at this from the student's perspective. Students too will need to authorize a connection between their Los Rios Google and Canvas accounts. They only need to do this once. Students can submit their assignments directly from the Google Docs interface. A submission receipt appears inside the Google document itself. They can also view that they have submitted the file by taking a look at the grades page. For instructors, a Google Cloud submission looks like any other file submitted to an assignment via the SpeedGrid.
As you're using Canvas, whether practicing this week's Tip of the Week or doing anything else, there is a place that you can call for help. That number that I just tapped out is 916-568-3199. You can also contact us at CRC Distance Education to schedule an appointment for help or training. Thank you for watching This Week in Canvas. If you have a suggestion for Tip of the Week, please use the form and links from the video description. Also, we would love to hear from you, so please comment with your questions about Canvas or anything else. This Week in Canvas was made for the faculty and staff of Cosumnes River College and recorded in our studio at the Center for Instructional Innovation. Mike Bittner makes great videos. This week's demo was made using Camtasia. Cosumnes River College is part of the Los Rios Community College District.